When you say that, is that because they have so many receivers you can't double them all?
No, not at all. That's the scheme of our defense. We knew what we were doing. We had to play there. He was on top of the route. All credit goes to him for making that play, but we were there. That's not anything to coaching. It's not anything to the player's skill level. That was just one of those things you can't control.
Tony, can you just talk about the emotions? It's your home state. You make the great touchdown pass, and then to have the team not be able to pull it out.
Well, it's very disappointing anytime you lose a ball game. So, as far as being back home, I was very excited coming in. Opportunity to play against a lot of friends, playing in front of 40, 50 family members, plus friends as well. So, it was fun. It was fun, obviously. Just a few plays away here and there from coming out victorious. But I'll come back on Sunday, watch the film, get better.
Trevor, if you could talk about that last drive of the first half and maybe how much confidence that gave you for when your number was called later in the game, just getting that 4 for 5, just impressive performance.
Yeah, I think we've been pretty good in 2-minute all year. So I don't think it took any of us by surprise. Guys on the outside made some plays. They stepped up when we asked them to, so credit to them. The yellow line, played their tails off all day.
Did that help you when you had to when game got hobbled a little bit there toward the end of the game? Did that kind of help get your confidence knowing you'd already succeeded that game and kind of warmed up and ready?
Right. I'm always ready to play. Sure, I have my confidence, but I wasn't going to go out there with my tail between my legs if I hadn't played earlier in the game. But yeah.
If you talk about that touchdown grab, it seemed like he kind of almost threw a shorter than defensive back was expecting. Was that a plan, kind of curl, or?
Yeah, I tried to back shoulder him, and Cam made a great play on the ball, solid. And, made a heck of a play, so credit to him.
Nard's status wasn't sure until today. How did you prepare for both quarterbacks in practice this week?
We had the film on both quarterbacks going on from the past game to from the rest of the season. We prepared just as we would with any other team. The bye week definitely gave us an advantage, more time to prepare for such a dynamic group of players. It was just focused on playing the offense, and we know who they are when each person's in and when the other person's not in.
Gardner only had his first start was last week, so you only had kind of 1 week of pure film on him. What did you see from him that you couldn't prepare for?
I wouldn't say there's nothing that we couldn't prepare for that we've seen him. We know their offense. He may have only started 1 game this season, but we have film on him going in the past as well when he played the quarterback position before he switched numbers. So that's nothing. Credit to him for playing a very good game. He's one heck of an athlete, that's for sure. But we were ready for every play they threw at us.
Can you talk a little bit about Gardner kind of scrambling out there? Because I know a lot of times defensive line did a great job putting pressure on, but he had a lot of open space in the middle of the field that he was able to exploit.
Once again, he's an athletic, he's an athletic guy. We know that, we knew coming into this game that, no matter which one was back there, they were going to be able to move the ball around. We know if we collapse their cup in the backfield, they're going to break through it. They're going to do what they can, use their feet as much as to them, to credit to them. So that's nothing more needs to be said about. I'm not entirely sure how we can defend it differently. We had spies on, we had defenders there, so we got to make those plays.
Damien, you've endured some tough losses. How difficult is this one to kind of wrap your mind around after you guys, had control in the middle of the 4th, and then just to have things finish that way and lose in overtime?
It sucked. It's not what we want by any means. It's definitely not what we look for as a team. Our goal is to go 1-0. We weren't able to get that accomplished for various reasons that we'll see coming and watch the film tomorrow morning as a group. So we don't want to have this feeling happen again. We're definitely going to learn from the experience and keep striving forward.
It kind of seemed like more so than even big plays sometimes. Penalties really hurt you guys at inopportune times. What do you think those penalties were a result of?
That's just us. We need to get back to our type of football. We need to be fundamentally sound. It's something that we can't shoot ourselves in the foot, especially when the Big Ten game against a very high caliber offense or defense or a team in general. And that's something that we stopped ourselves a lot of times today. we had our opportunities, we had our shots downfield on offense, we had our chance to stop them on defense, and we kind of hurt ourselves in those situations.
Trevor, it seems like you're almost, I don't know, mind's wandering or something. I mean, is it kind of a numb feeling right now, or what is it feeling right now?
Yeah, it's just a tough way to lose. I thought up until 18 seconds in the game we were going to win it. But yeah, it's just a tough way to lose, and there's not too much we can do about it. We're upset or we're pounds away from winning the ball game. But credit to them, they're a good team.
For you guys, is it more just angry or shocked? Like, Tony, what's the emotion now?
Just disappointment, you know. Just being so close and then falling short. It was very, very disappointing. But like I said, you know, we got the 48-hour rule. Come watch the film. Come Monday morning, it's on the Michigan State.
I thought it was 24-hour rule.
24.
I don't think you want 48 on this one.
Yeah, well, we'll be ready to go next week.
It's for anybody. 3 losses, but all very close against very serious competition. Is there any, you guys don't talk about moral victories, but you battled everybody. Is there confidence from that?
I mean, there's confidence in the fact that we know that we can play with these teams that are, you love the media, love to hype up to, being this great team. We know that we are there. I mean, you guys can say what you want, I'm sure you will, but we know who we are. We know what we can be. So, I mean, we know, obviously we're not going to get confidence from any loss, but we know that we can be those people. We plan on being that next year with Michigan State.
Tony or Trevor, this was the best pass defense in the Big Ten, and one of the best, or actually in the nation, and one of the best defenses overall. You guys put up a lot of yards. What did you think was so key for you guys being able to, run and pass the ball so effectively today?
I didn't know that they were the #1 defense, but but I mean they definitely had some players back there. But as far as the numbers that we put up, we had 2 weeks to prepare for this team, so we got together a lot during the bye week and this past week to just study them. So we knew exactly what they were doing. We had a great game plan. The coaches did a great job preparing us, and we were able to make a lot of plays, but obviously it's not enough.
Tony, how exactly, I know you guys are trained to do it, but how exactly do you handle the high emotion of, Kane gets that big 3rd down conversion, barely falls across the line, and you guys are all jumping up on the sidelines, everyone's excited, then you come back on the field and every time you're down 7 and the stadium's rocking. How do you, and it's obviously disappointing, but how do you kind of channel that?
I mean, you know that a football game is full of momentum shifts. There's going to be highs and lows, but definitely just keep our cool, stay composed.
Trevor, did you passings pinpoint today? I mean, much better than some previous games. Did you change anything in your mechanics, or why it was more accurate today?
I don't think I changed anything on my mechanics. I think I just cut it loose today. And just threw the ball, didn't try to aim it. Give our guys a chance to make plays. We got some pretty talented guys out there, so whatever I can do to give those guys a chance to get in space and make plays.
Damien, you're one of the more experienced defenders. Tough to watch Demetrius Duger kind of go through. They were picking on him at times, and it's a pretty lonely position playing cornerback. Was it tough to kind of see him go through that kind of game?
That's tough, dog. We know that Demetrius, he will make those plays, to make the interception, to give it that chance and opportunity to go and win this game. We know that he's going to be on top of every route. I mean, we practice with him, we train with him. He's a 5th year. I've been going 4 years with him, working with him. We know the drive that he has on the field and off the field. So, there's nothing that we can do besides have him be there. And, if they pick on, we expect him to make those plays.
I think he's just a little, maybe too pumped up right now. It seems like he ran right by the tackle. I mean, he's there, and he's kind of sprinting right towards him. He just kind of ran by the receiver. You think maybe he's just a little too pumped up? Or?
I don't think pumped up is the word that would be used. He missed the tackle. We know that. We know we can't have that happen, but he's definitely not pumped up for anything at this point. He may have tried to make an aggressive play. We need the play to happen right then, but definitely not. He knew the team was going to be this. I mean, we expect him to take those shots. We expect him to go eat at the ball, and the cavalry got there. So we got to continue to do those things.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Thank
Guys,
you.
that'll be it.